Okay, dokie. Wow. Um, Kind of a throwback. Wow. Power Rangers. Oh my goodness. First of all, I can't believe the Power Rangers are still around. That is amazing to me. Okay? It's like, wow. I mean, I grew up on these guys, these characters. Not the same characters, but ever since the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the original from like 1993, 94? I mean, this is early 90s. I mean, and the thing too is I always wanted Power Ranger figures. I never got them. I got a few knockoff figures, but never an official one. And this is from Bandai, of course. Bandai's always, I mean, they're pretty much the only like company that puts out these Japanese related figures. Like if it's a Dragon Ball Z figure, it's from Bandai. You know, if it's a Naruto figure, it's probably from Bandai. And no different with Power Rangers. I don't know if it's just me, but these figures looks like they've gotten a bit smaller. They still have the bigger figures, but they really adhered to the whole 3.75 near 4-inch, size. And yeah, I mean they really took it on, and they've sort of made these collectible figures now. But this figure looks sweet. This is Mega Ranger, or as I like to call it, the Pink Ranger. It's a sky or whatever. Ciel, cielo. Looks pretty cool. I mean, I love the overall art design. Kind of the packaging itself. It's very simple. You have this little, I don't know what that is, Japanese symbol or whatever over there. Very simple, but it works. I mean, I like it. It's well presented, I think. You have this red kind of streak over here, this kind of red upper portion of the card. It's pretty simple. I mean, there's no incredible artwork here. You just have this photo of, this Sky Mega Ranger, her actual character here, and then that's pretty much it. She comes with this super cool fan blade looking thing, this weapon, this accessory, which I thought was kind of the selling point for this figure, and also the color scheme. I just like it because it's so, I don't know, like when you're a kid back in the 90s, nobody wanted the Pink Ranger action figure. You know, you wanted two figures, okay? You wanted the Red Ranger or the Green Ranger. Okay, and those two were the most popular ones. Because they were, kind of like the leader characters. And then the Pink Rangers and even, the other Rangers were kind of just like secondary characters. They just weren't, the figures themselves weren't as appealing, although they were still pretty cool. But especially the pink one, because you would regard that the pink color is for, well, it's for girls. It's for it's for girls. It's a girly color, and I mean it's kind of a weird action figure. But honestly, after all these years, this probably looks the coolest. I mean, it just stands out the most. This pinkish color from the rest of it. I mean, look at the back here, okay? Power Rangers Samurai. A new generation of Power Rangers must master the samurai sword and mystical symbols of power, which give them control over the elements of fire, water, sky, forest, and earth. Okay, so this is all about the sky, I guess, the heavens. Her gimmick. Under the guidance of their all-knowing mentor and the aid of their devoted animal Zords. Would that be Zordon? Is Zordon still around? Honestly, I haven't watched Power Rangers since the 90s. I think the last series I actually paid attention to was Turbo. Go! Power Rangers Turbo, go! Mighty engines roar, turbo charge for... Yes, I still remember it. Right, they battle the dark forces of the underworld and a mysterious warrior bent on destruction. Oh my gosh. Collect them all. Oh. Actually, these are quite common now. There's so many that... There's a lot of these figures, but it's always the same figure. It's always that gold figure. He's got kind of like a caramel color. Caramel and black. And, oh man, that guy's everywhere. I just call him the Caramel Ranger because that's what he looks like. You have the Red Ranger here, Blue Ranger, Green Ranger, Yellow Ranger. Oh man, I kind of missed the Black Ranger. I'll be honest, man. I mean, whatever happened to him? The Black Ranger. I guess he was ultimately replaced by the green, but then you have the pink, and then you have this weird enemy guy. Kind of has a huge mouth. And then they have multiple battle gear as they show here. They got different weapons and stuff, so that's kind of cool. But again, I mean, out of all these figures, Sky was the one that stood out because it was just bright pink, and I was just like, wow. You know, you never really see a lot of action figures that are bright pink, so I thought it was just unique. Because, I mean, every time I would see red, any form of Red Ranger, I kind of get a pang of nostalgia, you know, I kind of get a kick out of it, because, you know, he was my favorite Ranger. The Red Ranger, the original one played by Jason, was my favorite Ranger. So, anyway, what year was this? Color, style, and decoration. 2011. This is 2011? Really? Huh, I didn't know it was that recent. 2011. Awesome. I got this at Zellers, actually. And it was, they're having a sale right now, this was only like $6.39 or something, like $6.40. Now, usually they can range from like $8 to $9, you know what I mean? At Toys R Us, they're pretty expensive, you know, other places like that. But at Zellers, they're pretty good, pretty reasonable price. Alright, so let's take a closer look at Sky Mega Ranger in its open form. Let's take her out of the box. Check it out. Okay, yo, we have opened up this really cool, you know, rather unique Power Ranger. And Sky Mega Ranger, the very pink colored. But yeah, so the figure comes with a couple of accessories here. You got this fan thing here, which is kind of cool. I thought it was a, you know, unique little weapon. And then this saber thing, which is actually, I mean, it's a typical saber. It's a typical, let me see. You know, the illustration on the card, on the packaging, is that it's got all these different colors, right? It's more detailed. It's, you know, it's got the gray, black, gold, red. It's just gray, straight up gray. There's no color. There's no nothing. You know, they didn't really take time to paint the actual thing. It would have been nice if it was painted and a bit more color scheme was added, but it's still alright. I mean, you know, she can hold it, right? I don't think she can't really hold the weapon on her right hand, like in the photo here, but she can't hold it in the left, which is just okay. She's a left-handed ranger, I guess. It's just that, you know, the fingers just aren't, well, wide apart, or wide enough where you can, you know, pry it apart and actually fit it through. Yeah, nice color scheme. I like it. I like pink and black. Hey, it kind of almost reminds me of Bret the Hitman Hart's color scheme from the WWF back in the 90s. And this really cool fan thing, kind of a silvery, this part here is kind of a shiny silver gray. It's cool, you know what I'm saying? It's alright. It actually kind of adds some charisma to the figure itself. You know, it's kind of a charismatic weapon because it's so unique looking. Alright? Yeah! I don't know what you would do with it, just like slice her opponent like hiya. And the figure itself looks cool. I mean, again, the mask and everything, or the helmet, I should say. I think it looks cooler than probably some of the other Rangers. Like, some of it just looks ridiculous. Like, the Yellow Ranger looks weird. The Red Ranger looks kind of strange. And, you know, even the Green Ranger looks weird. I would say the Blue Ranger has a cool one. But hers just looks way more, there's a cool factor about it. You know, it's just a cool factor. Very well painted figure. Unlike some of the other figures, you know what I'm saying, like the Marvel figures, sometimes the paint would run and it would blend in with the other colors, like a white would blend in with the red and turn into pink. This one looks very clean paint job, and it's just really well made, so gotta give props to that. Bandai did a really good job of painting the different parts of the body and doing it properly. The articulation is pretty good, ball jointed on both arms. You can bend the hand, forearm, and you can rotate the hand a little bit, and you can even, yeah, of course, the head is ball jointed as well. And the waist, unfortunately, you can't rotate, but she can walk like that, walk forward, bend the knees, of course. And then she can even, you can't, I don't think you can, oh yeah, you can even make her do the splits kind of like that. So very flexible. And but then that's pretty much it. Yeah, you can't really rotate the feet, or you know, push it up or down or anything. So it's still pretty cool. Hiya, hiya, go go Power Rangers! And then this thing, I don't know where this goes because, again, she can only hold one weapon at a time. Maybe this thing attaches to her hip here because there's a hole here. So maybe, I would assume, yeah, it's probably like this, so... Oh, no. Still pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? That's it. And the price, I think, was well worth it because it was around maybe $6.40 or something, $6.40 or something like that, at Zeller's, which was, it was on sale there. At other places like Toys R Us, it's probably around like $9. It's a bit more expensive, so you definitely want to take advantage of the current sale if you can find it. So it's worthy of getting. It's a pink action figure, and it even well, it's a little leaflet thing. I don't know what. It's probably just a typical. Oh, okay. Power Ranger Samurai, Red Ranger, Blue Ranger, Green Ranger, Pink Ranger, Evil Space Alien, Nanashi, etc. Attach ensembler. Yeah, of course. I mean, yeah, this is basically the how you attach all the little items and the characters. Yeah, it's funny because yeah, on the illustration here you have to attach it to the right hand, but it doesn't fit again. So, and then you have to attach the. This thing is just ridiculous. She should be able to hold it. It just, I guess she can't. It's too, or maybe. Ah, there you go. Yes. I thought it was too stiff. Okay, cool. And there you go. Awesome. So I'm gonna have to give the Power Ranger Samurai Sky, aka Pink Ranger action figure, a thumbs up. It's definitely worth checking out, even if you're not a Power Ranger fan. Alright, so yeah, definitely go check out the rest of the videos, check out the channel, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Alright, until next time.